sunlight is but a distant memory, a war for the throne has raged for millions of years. On one side, the grim reaper of the Cretaceous. On the other, the greatest nightmare in oceanic history. Who is the true king of the abyss? Brace yourselves, for today, we open the bloodiest chapter in the history of Earth. The rolling waves where sunlight cannot reach. A war has lasted for millions of years. It is not just survival, it is for the throne. The abyss holds secrets of a time when giants ruled the world. As we descend, the water grows colder, and the silence of the deep begins to take over. This is a realm of shadows and pressure, a place where the light of the sun is a distant memory, and ancient hunters wait in the dark. Something massive moves in the gloom, a phantom of the past returning to claim its territory. The true masters of the ocean are finally revealing themselves today. Welcome to the epic of the abyss. Prepare to witness the greatest rivalry in the history of our planet, where only the strongest could ever hope to survive. Eyes that have not seen the sun for ages are opening once more. These are the eyes of a killer, evolved over eons to dominate the waves. The balance of power is shifting. In this world, you are either the hunter or the prey, and the hunters are getting hungrier with every passing second. From the volcanic depths to the surface, the ocean is a battlefield. Today we look back at the titans who define the meaning of apex predator. The Cretaceous period belonged to the Mosasaurus, neither a fish nor a mammal. This was a giant reptile that returned to the sea to become a god. With a length of 17 meters and a specialized double-hinged jaw, it was the ultimate death sentence for anything that dared to cross its path in the water. It did not just hunt, it dominated. Its attacks were sudden and terrifying, using sheer speed and intelligence to outmaneuver every other creature in its watery kingdom. The Mosasaurus was the grim reaper of the prehistoric seas. Its bite could crush bone and shell alike, leaving nothing but a crimson trail behind in the tide. To understand its power, look at its size. Longer than a modern bus and heavier than any land predator, it was a mountain of muscle and scales. It feared nothing, not even the largest sharks of its time. For millions of years, the Mosasaurus was the undisputed king of the vast, open Cretaceous Miocene. Every creature from the surface to the floor knew its shadow. When the Mosasaurus arrived, the ocean fell silent in a display of absolute and total respect. Its teeth were built for one purpose: to ensure that once it caught its prey, there was no possibility of escape from its crushing and lethal grip. Despite its massive size, it moved with the grace of a dancer. This combination of power and agility made it the most versatile hunter in history. From the deep blue to the shallow shores, no place was safe. The Mosasaurus was an adaptable killer, capable of hunting in any environment it chose. The true horror was its second set of teeth, ensuring that even if a prey struggled, it would only be pulled deeper into the monster's gullet. As the Cretaceous ended, the world changed. The continents shifted, the waters cooled, and a new shadow began to grow in the heart of the sea. The whales were the new masters of the food chain, but they were about to meet a nightmare that had evolved specifically to hunt their kind. Enter the Megalodon, the largest shark to ever swim the earth. A creature so massive, it makes the great white look like a mere common minnow. This was a perfect killing machine. Its mouth was a cavern of serrated blades, designed to saw through the thick blubber and bone of giant whales. The Megalodon didn't just bite, it used its entire body as a battering-ram. The impact alone was enough to stun or kill its massive prey instantly. With a bite force of 18 tons, it could crush a modern armored truck. It was the most powerful bite in the entire history of the world. It was the king of the Miocene, a monster that needed massive amounts of food to survive, fueling a body that reached nearly 20 meters in length. Its biology was tuned for peak performance in the open ocean. It was a tireless swimmer, patrolling the globe
At
in
nearly
search of the
7
largest
inches,
prey available.
this is one of the largest
tooth
Megalodon
is a masterpiece
teeth
of
we've
evolution.
cataloged. And
These
the
fossils are the
serrations
only
are
evidence left
perfectly
of a reign
preserved.
that lasted for over 20 million years of dominance. It was the ultimate apex predator. Nothing in the ocean could challenge it, and for millions of years, the Megalodon was the god of the deep. But what would happen if this prehistoric shark met the king of the reptiles? A clash of titans that defies the very laws of time and space. Imagine a world where time folds. The Mosasaurus meets the Megalodon. It is a battle between reptilian intelligence and the raw power of the shark. The Mosasaurus uses its agility to stay out of reach. It knows that one bite from the shark could end the fight in a single second. But the Megalodon is a fortress of muscle. It uses its incredible weight to intimidate and overwhelm, looking for a chance to deliver a lethal blow. The reptile is smart. It targets the shark's weakness, the gills. A well-placed strike here could suffocate the giant, turning the tide of the battle. The shark responds with primal fury. Its instincts are honed for millions of years to catch the fastest prey in the ocean without ever letting go. In this moment, the ocean erupts. It is a collision of raw force and desperate survival, a spectacle of nature's most violent and beautiful extremes. The Mosasaurus grips tight, using its powerful neck muscles to tear. It is a battle of endurance now, where every wound could be the last one. The shark's strength is unparalleled. With a violent thrash, it sends the reptile reeling back into the darkness, gasping for a moment of precious recovery. This is not just a fight, it is a game of chess. The reptile thinks, waits, and watches for the perfect moment to strike again. But the shark is the master of the ambush. Rising from the blackness, it strikes with the force of a falling mountain, aiming for the belly. They descend into the dark, locked in a struggle that neither can afford to lose. The pressure of the water rises as their energy slowly fades. 1 inch further, and the king would fall. This is the limit of survival, where life and death are separated by the smallest of margins. Even the world above feels the shockwaves of their battle. The sea itself seems to boil with the rage of these two ancient and powerful gods. They separate, both wounded, both proud. In the end, Nature rarely allows such a conflict to finish. The ocean is too vast for both to die. The question of who is the true king remains. Perhaps the answer lies not in who won the fight, but in who survived the longest. Today we find their remains in the stone. Scientists piece together the puzzles of their lives, trying to understand what brought these giants to their knees. These fossils are the only records of a war that once defined the world.
And the Mosasaurus was
They remind
even
us that no
longer,
matter how strong,
but the shark's
nothing
bite
lasts
was
forever.
much stronger.
The real enemy was not another predator, but the Earth itself. Changing temperatures and shifting currents began to destroy the world they once knew so well. As their food sources vanished and the waters grew too cold, the giants began to fade. Evolution is a game of adaptation, not just raw power. The Mosasaurus was lost to the great extinction that ended the age of dinosaurs. A sudden violent end to a reign of millions of years. The Megalodon followed much later, unable to survive in the cooling oceans of the Pliocene. The king of the sharks finally met its match in time. But their legacy lives on in their descendants. Today's sharks carry the DNA of a killer that once ruled the entire world with an iron grip. Every year, new discoveries change what we know. We are only beginning to realize just how complex and powerful these ancient marine monsters truly were. Two different eras, two different kings. Both were masters of their craft, and both are now legends, whispered by the waves of the deep bung. Nature has moved on to smaller, more efficient designs, but the ghost of the giants still haunts the deep, reminding us of our planet's wild history. The sun sets on the age of monsters, but their story remains an eternal epic, a tale of power, adaptation, and the ultimate will to survive. When you look into the eyes of a modern predator, you are looking back in time. The spirit of the abyss never truly died out. Respect the ocean, for it is the keeper of our world's greatest mysteries. Somewhere down there, in the dark, the echoes of giants still remain. We are but visitors in their world. The abyss is a library of time, waiting for the next chapter to be written in the dark blue. The secrets of the deep are endless. Join us as we continue to explore the mysteries that lie beneath. The hunt for knowledge never truly